Questions?
Phalen, Deshaun had a pretty unique role in the defense that's maybe hard to replicate, but how have you seen yourself and some of the other guys step up to fill that spot?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a next man up mentality since fall camp. Nice thing about our defense is all the DBs trained to play any position. So you can take the rovers, field safeties, boundary safeties, you can move them wherever. We all know what we're doing.
What was that moment like for you? I mean, Deshaun goes down. What was that kind of sequence like in that moment?
I mean, yeah, you feel for your brother. You don't ever want to see a teammate like that. But at the same time, you gotta move on. You gotta get ready to play, and you gotta get your mind in the game. And you gotta know, hey, we might switch positions here. So mentally, you just gotta lock into every rep the offense is taking and knowing what to do at each position.
How do you feel like you did? Maybe not expecting that you'd play as much as you did.
I mean, I wasn't happy with the result, so I don't find it very relevant.
How does it change things for you specifically?
Not a lot, really. I mean, I've been playing rover, boundary, and field safety since fall camp, so now it's almost helps me a little bit now that I can focus in on one position for this week.
I know how much pride you take in this program. What have you seen from the guys? You know, Coach Real right after the game says, we'll see who you are Friday and all that. What have you seen?
Yeah. We're in the process of finding out who's one of us right now. The guys I think we've responded pretty well. We had really physical practices. All the guys know that what happened last week wasn't acceptable, so we got to change that.
When the coach says, like, we're going full pads, full on Sunday, are you looking around to see how guys react to that, and what did you see?
I've seen a lot of guys that were completely fine with it. I think we all kind of understood, and we had some things that we wanted to get out of our system anyway. So I think the guys were ready, and we had energy going out on Sunday.
What's the challenge with Illinois that you see?
They got good players, and they're going to try to get them the ball. Physical group. They'll give you a bunch of different types of personnel, motion shifts. They got big tight ends with really good hands. Number one in the slot, he'll line up all over the field. They like to get him the ball. The running backs run hard. And overall, they're a pretty well-coached team.
What does it take to be a good defensive back in the system, and how does your skill set allow you to be effective back there?
Good eyes, athleticism, and instincts, really. I think all of those things, just me being here for so long, I've got a chance to work on all of those, all of my weaknesses for a long time. So I think that's the biggest advantage for me is my experience.
Do more reps in the secondary impact you and how much you're playing special teams?
I don't think so, no. I think I'm still planning to be on all four special teams, yeah.
How are you feeling right now about that phase of the game?
Last week it wasn't up to our standard. We let a big punt return up. Part of that was my fault, and so we have to get that fixed. But I think we've got the issues figured out for this week.
Matt Rule said yesterday, we're a defensive football team. The defense has to learn that we're a defensive football team. How did you take that? What do you think you meant by that?
It means that whatever's happening on the other side of the ball, we have to find a way to win the game. If our offense scores 3 points, we can't let the other team score. If our offense scores 35, then we can allow more. But our standard doesn't change based on what's happening on the other side of the ball.
Anything else for Phalen? Okay.
Thank you, guys.